everybody. Welcome to a spring 2014 S.W.A.T review. My name is Kate, otherwise known as Narataki.
And I'm Alan, otherwise known as C-Suite.
We are from ReverseThieves.com. You can go there to get other S.W.A.T reviews, our monthly Speakeasy podcast, as well as 3+ blog posts every week.
This time we're looking at Ping Pong the Animation from Tatsunoko Productions, and it is streaming on Funimation.com as well as Hulu.
This is kind of a highly anticipated Noitamina show centering around a couple of ping pong clubs in high school.
And there was recently a live-action adaptation of the original story, which was very well regarded. So I think that even built up the anticipation for the show even more.
The art style might throw some people off. It's got kind of more of like, almost like a indie animation, could even be American a little bit. Like it doesn't look like super anime, and I'm putting that in quotation marks. Like it would surprise you. I think it has like a unique look to it.
And it's about a ping pong club. There are two first-year students who have kind of burst onto the scene as being extremely skilled, but one of them is a slacker who basically barely shows up, and the other one is this kind of emotionally cut off person who's his friend, and he regularly shows up, and everyone at the club is like, hey, get your even better friend to show up to practice more.
But their friendship kind of works because they're almost complete opposites from each other. And Smiley, he's the one who is sort of cold and distant. He is clearly holding back his game, and they confirm that over the course of the episode, especially if he's playing against Peko, who is like the more boisterous character. At the same time, there's another school, kind of a rival school club, and they have brought in this foreign student from China, and he's like a well-known player there, but something happened which we don't know fully, but he's basically like kind of been kicked off of his club in China, and now he's come over here because they asked him, and we're gonna pay him money and everything to come to the school. So and the guys go and check him out.
And he's obviously like, I was a big deal in China, and now I'm like in the small fish pond in Japan. Everybody on this team just is garbage compared to where I've come from. And, I'm just, I feel like my game is going to get bad just playing all these mediocre scrubs. But
Challenger emerges.
I do like the scene where Peko and Smiley go, and they're like, all right, let's check out, the foreign student. He's supposed to be the big thing. And they're like, oh, everybody's on break, so let's play a game. The Chinese kid and his coach are just on the roof, and they can tell about the play style, even though they're, many feet away, because they just by the sound of the game. Yeah,
I thought they did a lot of nice stuff like that throughout the episode. I think that was really evocative, but I liked the way that they cut scenes really well, and they added a lot of tension to the ping pong games, basically kind of having multiple panels on the screen at one time. I really liked what they were doing in terms of heightening the tension of the game by camera cutting.
Well, this director's pretty well regarded. I generally have very mixed feelings about him. I feel like he's really strong when he's adapting somebody else's work, and that's usually when I like him. But when he has his original works, he tends to be very flight of fancy and more about style than when I don't want to say totally style over substance, but the substance he then has, I don't like. But once again, since he's adapting a work, I appreciate, what he brings to a work. But I'm glad that he has like a fundamental strong story that I can be more invested in.
I think the personalities are strong in the series, and I'm hoping that, we'll get sort of an emotionally satisfying series, because I feel as though everybody that has been shown has something that they're dealing with, or, I feel like there's like an undercurrent of like other things going on for everybody, and I kind of hope that rises to the surface, especially Smiley, because I don't know what his deal is. Obviously, Peko and Kong are a little bit easier to read because they're so forthcoming with exactly how they feel about everything, whether it's like being totally defeated or being really angry, so.
Yeah, it's a solid show.
You don't sound very excited about it at all.
It's a good show. I feel like this was very much just a set. Here is where we begin. Thereby, it was kind of understated, but it didn't need to be bold. It just needed to kind of... The boldness of the series was kind of constantly there, but it was very understated, And so, I'm definitely interested, but yeah, it wasn't... There's no fantastical elements. It is a very straightforward, very mundane, but engaging story, I guess is the way to put it.
I don't know, I didn't find it mundane. I thought it was engaging, and I thought that as far as like creating tension, it did all of that. I didn't find it mundane at all. I mean, this is the first ping pong anime sports series I think generally can be very intense, and I thought that it had strong personalities, so.
Alright, see you guys next time.